Fell.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be rolling, Casey. Don't you know by now to just roll?
Welcome to Hi Felicia. Hi Felicia. Hi Felicia.
I'm here.
Felicia's killing it, man.
I'm
Felicia,
not killing it, but I am here. Always on time.
Not only you're on time,
I'm early.
you're early, and I love that about you.
Because I never can consider, I have to consider traffic.
You do have to consider traffic. And let's not forget that my son Lennon made you a noteworthy person at school and literally wrote, my Grammy gets everywhere 5 minutes early.
Because I get major.
It's like, and we sat in the parking lot at acting because we got there 5 minutes early. So hi. I'm a little tired, everybody. I land. Boy, my arm's tired. I landed at, I don't know, midnight. I walked in the door. I think I was sleeping by 2 a.m. For the first time ever. There's two types of people. People that come home from a trip and unpack immediately, and people that don't.
Which is normally what you do.
I unpack immediately.
Did you?
No. I'm saying I always unpack immediately.
Normally you do.
So I get home, and I wasn't tired, and I wasn't jet lagged because I was in San Francisco for like a minute.
Right.
But I thought to myself, what am I doing? Let me just go upstairs and go to bed.
Right.
So I went upstairs and tried to go to bed and
How
struggled.
did it feel to not unpack for the first time ever?
I felt okay because I barely had clothes there. You know what I mean? I was more concerned about like the toiletries and my skincare product.
But emotionally, did you feel?
Yeah, I felt okay. But then at 2 a.m, just as I was trying to go to bed, Lennon had a nightmare.
I know. So.
And then I ran into his room and he goes like in mid-sleep, he goes, did you see the Legos I'm making? I was like, I did. And then he goes, let me tell you about Brawl Stars. That's a video game. I go, no. It's like 2 a.m. We don't need to discuss video games right now. Go to bed. But it was really cute. So the best thing about a plane ride for me is I get to watch a lot of fucking shit.
True.
I did a lot. And let me tell you, a big aha moment for me on the plane
was,
and everybody could, maybe this is a good learning curve for all. When I fly, I always, and I tell everybody in my family, and I tell you, download whatever you want to watch.
You always say that.
So yesterday was Thursday. I wake up. I was like, bummer. I can't download the Traitors. I can't download certain things because they come out at 9 o'clock at night. I'll be on the plane.
Right.
So I download Conclave. I download a Housewife. I download that. Mid-flight, you connect to the Wi-Fi.
Right, and you find out what's on their thing. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Okay.
And I got an alert that Severance dropped. Apparently, Severance is now dropping Thursdays. It says it's coming out Fridays. It drops Thursdays. And I go to Apple TV. I'm like, let me just see if I could watch it. It's not downloaded, but I'll try to see. And I could watch it. And I was going to either take a nap at that point. I text Casey, what time is it by you? 10 o'clock at night?
Something like that.
I was like, dude, Severance now, go. And I was like thrilled to be able to watch it. So that's really my update.
How many episodes?
I think there's 4 now.
But what's the norm? 8 or 10?
I don't know.
Okay.
Casey?
Usually it's 8 or 10.
It's a good question.
I don't know, but as many as possible because it's the best damn show. And then you know what I watched? And then I watched The Pit because I hadn't downloaded it, but it dropped. It dropped. But I got to tell you, I'm very into Doc. Doc, message me if you're watching it. I'm in. I'm hooked. I'm interested. I really enjoy the main character now. I think she's likable. She's looking back at how shitty of a person she was, how she treated people. I like this show.
Where is Doc? Forget about these streaming.
Doc is on Hulu.
But if it was, is it on?
It's on yes.
ABC. So is it an ABC show?
You know what?
Why
do I feel like it's Fox? What is it?
I don't know.
Let me look it up.
I don't have to. Then I could catch it on a.
Mom, I'm gonna hook you up tomorrow.
Right.
With Hulu. It's
which
on Fox.
I lost.
It's
we lost.
We all
it's
lost.
Yeah.
We're getting it back. Hulu messes everybody up because it's like the merger with Disney, but we're back. So don't worry.
I also got a message from Netflix saying, check my account. And that I owe, and I was like,
what, that you owe what? We pay for your Netflix. Is that scam?
I didn't do anything.
I'm so proud of you.
I was waiting for you to look at it.
What did you see the email?
Yeah, yes.
Did you click on the email to see if it's a fake email?
I keep forgetting it didn't look like a fake. When I don't have my phone here.
What did it say?
It said you have to update or look, and I'm going, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot
So all the
pole.
people above the age of, it's so weird. We're almost
50,
we're almost 50
all right,
now. I can't even say that.
Let's say 65.
65 plus.
No shit.
If you guys get an email about anything, just ask your children because they're trying to scam everybody.
Right.
It's so crazy.
Which is why I just left. Yeah.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
Right.
What did you do this week? How's Plainview?
I really, because of the, I don't, when I hibernate and I
You babysat a lot.
I babysat a lot between you and Craig. It was a lot. Yeah.
You're doing God's work. You're really, the grandkids love you. My son does. And he's sleeping at your place tonight.
Right.
Thank you. And ask me if we're going out. No, Casey's got band practice.
You just chill.
He's got like a 3-hour band practice, and I have decided I'm going to not hang out with my neighbors. Don't be mad. Lindsay, bleep her out. And I'll probably change my mind in a few hours, but I'm going to go to bed.
Okay.
I'm really
and you should.
tired.
You really, I keep telling you, you've got to do that.
I've got to do that
Because you really have to.
because I really have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So let's get into some news.
Okay.
There is a documentary about King Charles heading to Prime Video, but he's like on board.
Really?
Yeah.
They're never on board with that stuff, but interesting.
It says filming has started for the Amazon production and the crew have had some time with the king. A source told the Times of London. More than any other documentary he has done before, the aim seems to be to tell the world what the king stands for and what he is all about. Look, I love The Crown so much. Remember when we watched The Crown?
Yes, of course.
What a great show.
Yes, it was.
I wish they still did it. I would love to see a little Harry and Meghan Crown season.
Yeah. Okay.
No, right? No,
Too current.
maybe. But
Yeah.
I would be down. So I'm into that.
Do you feel though, if I may,
Yes.
I am a resident expert on all things royal family.
Since when?
Anyway.
Can't even say that with a straight face. Do you remember when all this stuff was going down with Harry and Meghan? And how
Yes.
they kind of, like, a lot of it was probably bullshit, but they kind of exposed that there is a machine behind everything royal family.
I don't know if
I-
they exposed that. I think everybody knew that.
They know that, but
some
they
people
kind
don't,
of
but there is- there is-
pinpointed
there is
the
an
internal
issue behind
workings
them.
of the whole thing.
There is.
So it's all curated. It's
all very curated.
Everything is
Yes,
filtered.
very
and-
controlled, right.
So don't you just assume that if he's on board, that chances are that machine is probably
Absolutely.
Oh, 1,000%.
So, like, what's the point?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd rather
Yeah.
watch some salacious shit. Like, tell me all the.
I'll tell you what. I tell you what.
None of that.
I'll tell you what you're going to want to watch instead, because I cannot wait for this. If you know me, and if you know our fellow pod friend Jordan Brodsky, we were obsessed with all things Karen Reed. Karen Reed was the woman from Boston who I think was framed
Right.
for killing her boyfriend, who was a cop, right?
Right.
And there's going to be a docuseries called A Body in the Snow, The Trial of Karen Reed.
I'm so tired
I
of
cannot
this.
wait. Airs over 3 nights starting
I'll
March,
watch it.
starting March 17th on ID, which will then mean it'll go on Max. And I'm into it. Mom, let's not forget Karen Reed has both MS and Crohn's disease.
Oh, good. She's a clone of you. Lovely. Watch
I
out.
connect with this woman. Watch
Because
out.
autoimmune sisters.
Autoimmune sisters, Karen Reed.
Oh, God.
When I turn up dead, someone's gonna frame you for
Right.
my murder.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
I'm really looking forward to it. I've been waiting for this documentary. Also, what I heard, you know what? Also, I think just dropped a documentary on Gabby Petito.
Yeah.
Remind you?
I know the name.
So I
but I
worked-
don't remember
I worked
the whole thing.
for Discovery on a big Gabby Petito. It was like a big live event with John Walsh. This was when her body was missing. She became well known because she's a girl from Long Island. She started basically
They went cross country.
Yeah, she would travel with her boyfriend.
Got it.
They filmed everything on TikTok.
Right.
But damn, he was a fucking abusive asshole.
Right.
She goes missing, and there's police body camera footage, I think like a good 20 minutes that I've watched so many times because I was in edit watching it. And it was crazy. And we tried to get her parents to do the show.
Why are they doing this again? What?
I didn't do a documentary
Not you,
on it.
but what are they doing?
There's a documentary covering
but
this. What? They found him. He's dead. But there's always got to be a documentary explaining, the ins and outs. Don't you agree? Yeah. Every true crime documentary is because something happened. Why? What do you mean why?
And then they have to make 8 more.
Yeah, what do you mean why? Why did they do the OJ doc? Why?
I don't know because it's.
I
because
mean,
it's
why
mind-boggling.
not? It's entertaining. People like watching it. I hate saying that it's entertaining. But I do think this doc may have her parents' involvement. So
Maybe.
shout out to Darren Karp because Darren Karp was on that. She was one of the on camera talking heads because she's like a true crime aficionado.
Oh, she loves it.
So
Okay.
that was a real interesting time. That was a time when, we were like obsessed. It was like all things Petito. Because I was like up all night.
Where in Long Island was she from?
I think like out like Northport-ish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Just curious.
so that's coming out. Black Doves got renewed for another season for those that did watch it.
Ah.
Okay. I know
Okay.
you didn't love it.
I did watch it, but I didn't
You
love
didn't
it.
even fast forward.
No, I watched
I
it.
liked it. I can't wait. I'll tell you what I won't be watching.
What?
Another show with fucking Denise Richards. I mean, it was.
really?
This is what's so funny.
A reality or
No, reality. Denise Richards and her Wild Things. Remember, she was in the movie Wild Things. What's funny is I could see this show. Remember, she had a show and her dad was on the show and it was on E. Do you remember that? She had a show?
Oh, that was a good
That
one.
was because her dad seemed so nice and they were like on a farm.
Yes.
So this was originally supposed to be on E, but instead now it's going to be on Bravo. March 4th.
Okay.
She, I think, is a hot mess. So I don't really give a shit to watch that. Now, I did talk about this show and I'm upset. And I know a lot of people online are upset about it. This show got canceled, How to Die Alone, after one season. It was a show on Hulu. It was so smart. It was the time when I was like loving English Teacher. This was another show that I loved. It was about the woman she's like the spa specialist in the White Lotus. And she's actually coming back to White Lotus this season, Natasha. Do you know who I'm talking about? Natasha Rothwell, black woman, really cute, pretty.
Yeah. So
She basically like righted this, and it was about like her working at JFK, and it was just funny and it was smart.
Oh. It's not a documentary.
No, it was a scripted
it's
show.
A scripted show.
And-
Okay.
but she's trying to get it now on another network,
Be
and it
cool.
had great critic reviews. Like I don't know why Hulu canceled it.
Okay.
It was
Sounds
a
good,
real smart
actually.
show,
Right.
And I
right.
know anybody.
And I do remember her from.
White Lotus.
Right.
She's coming back.
Right.
By the way, Casey, White Lotus is coming out it's like during February break when the kids have off. I think we're going to have to like take some time to make sure we watch White Lotus.
We'll sort it out.
We'll sort it out. Thanks for making me feel better. I mean, did I have anxiety last night? Like, I want to watch Severance.
Is this one of those things you could potentially try to watch without me?
No, because
Are
we'll
you
be
setting the groundwork for that? What's going on here?
Oh, what's going on? So I think we'll be together. Like, we're getting a house in the Poconos. We'll be together so we could watch White Lotus together.
So there's no excuses.
Right. So, like, I actually wasn't going to watch Traitors today. I'm so tired. But we had an hour during lunch, and Casey's like, put it on. So we'll discuss that. So
We're not there yet.
we're not there yet. Did you hear about Sarah Michelle Gellar reprising her role as Buffy in a reboot? You loved Buffy.
I loved it. Really?
Yeah, in Hulu, it's being like.
I
it's in
wonder.
talks.
Oh, it's just in talk, so we don't know who else they're talking about.
Didn't she put a statement out or something? I want to say I read something that she put a statement out about this saying.
Saying what, Casey?
That
I
I would
didn't
give
actually
it a shot,
read
but
it.
you know it's never gonna be as good as the first one.
Well, it never is. But
nothing.
I
But
mean, what
I
is
would-
she-
I would give it a shot.
Yeah, look at her and Freddie. They're
Yeah?
still married.
Go figure.
I know. I don't feel like they're so public about their relationship. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's the smart thing.
Yeah.
Anybody
is.
that
It
throws
is.
it out there gets clobbered.
Casey, do you
Oh, she confirmed it. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was a statement. Casey, do you think if you were like a famous musician that you'd have like a public relationship? Like, would we have or would you be more Dave Grohl, where like Grohl's wife, we don't really see a lot of her, but
he cheats on her and
but
has
you
a second family?
Yeah. Like, would that be you?
That's probably what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's really bad.
Felicia goes, yeah.
It's really really bad putting it out. All
I
out there.
know.
It's just so bad.
I think that celebrities date and marry each other, A, to either strengthen their brands, or B, because those are the only people that
They
kind
meet.
of understand the artificial world they're living in. And I think that depends on whether or not the celebrity is buying their own bullshit. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you're a celebrity that's like created this like
So
public
let's just
persona.
How can we not mention Blake? Let's mention Blake and Ryan
Well, you know how I feel about Blake.
every day.
I've been on the
Every
right
day.
side of this Blake and Justin.
I know
thing
you
since
haven't,
the
but
beginning.
every day. So the latest news, and I don't like this. This I feel like is real clickbait. They're claiming that like Taylor Swift is mad at her that like she put her name in it. Did you hear the quote that like Blake Lively compares herself to Khaleesi and to Khaleesi from Game of Thrones? That she's the mother of dragons and she has her dragons, and it's insinuated that her dragons are Ryan and Taylor, and that like they read the script changes. So Taylor apparently now there's a Page 6 article. There's everybody picked this up in the media.
I can't believe they dragged Taylor into.
I know, but here's the thing. They're saying a source said that Taylor is upset. Until you hear it directly from her, like until it's a quote from Taylor doing like an interview with Rolling Stone, I don't believe it. And I'm going to
question is, will she be at the Super Bowl?
I
and
said that, Casey. Stop taking credit for my. Damn it.
Why
He
would-
heard me say this.
Why wouldn't she be at the
No,
Super Bowl?
will Blake be at the Super Bowl in the Super Bowl
Blake.
box? Because she was last year and they're besties. I heard.
Are they really besties?
Yes, Mom, they are best friends. Literally,
Were.
Blake's daughter, Taylor wrote a song about Blake's daughter, Betty.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I think she's like a godmother of the kids. Like
whoa.
she is really not that Black Betty. They're legit best friends.
Okay.
So I'll put a box in. I'll put some money down that Blake and Ryan will be in the Super Bowl box, and it'll put all this fucking chat to bed. Okay, that's my prediction. Okay, great. Moving on. I actually thought it'd be a funny game, but I didn't prepare.
I wouldn't know the answers anyway.
No, if I read the Blake Lively texts and said, Felicia, is this Blake Lively or is this like Khaleesi from the Game of Thrones? All right, Casey, this is for you. There is
what do you mean?
There's an exclusive. So listen to this. Chevy Chase, Bruce Dern, Joey Lauren Adams, which is blowing my mind because she was in Chasing Amy.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen her in years.
Bruce Dern?
Laura Dern's fucking dad.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
Dead?
No, Mom.
Bruce
gonna
Dern
live
is
forever.
not dead.
No,
Are you talking about Bruce Dern?
Yes.
Are you sure he's not dead?
Casey confirmed. Bruce Dern is not dead.
Okay.
They're going to be in a movie. Yeah.
Really?
With comedic elements. Yeah.
He must be really
Set to begin shooting in LA.
88.
88.
This is what's wild. The thriller comedy is called, ready for the title? Catnip. Catnip. Which is so funny. What a title. It's about a struggling family's fresh start because they're in a rundown apartment. Their building turns into a fight for survival as a horde of feral cats unleash terror.
Oh, where did we see feral cats?
Where don't you see feral cats?
No, but where did we see it when we went away one
Bahamas.
year?
Oh, the Bahamas.
And Lennon wanted
the
to touch them
Atlantis.
and take
we
them
went
home.
like, no.
The
They were like
cats
disgusting.
of the Bahamas.
Those were feral
Yeah.
cats.
So I just am blown away that Joey Lauren Adams is doing something. And if you haven't seen the documentary I worked on, Chasing Amy, she does make an appearance. And she is interviewed. And she's just, I love that she got so honest about working with Harvey Weinstein. I'm a big fan.
Okay, so Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Nah. I love Chevy Chase in Vacation, all those
That's
movies.
why I thought you'd be into it. When was Chevy? And I thought you'd be into it because cats.
I have a cat. I don't think I'm an avid cat man.
I thought you'd be interested because there's a catnip.
Oh,
yeah, well.
okay.
But
God.
Chevy Chase is like, apparently he's a terrible.
I think he's a curmudgeon.
I was about to use that word.
Curmudgeon?
Yes.
I don't know if he's an
Casey and I think a
altakaka,
lot.
but
he does not have a good rep.
He doesn't. He's supposed to be a really awful man.
He's probably your age, right?
Or older.
Am I just age checking every old actor today?
I don't remember if when we both started out on Saturday at the same time.
Oh, you were on SNL and he was on SNL, right? Right,
But
that
I
same
think he
window.
was,
What was that,
He's
70s?
I
81.
started watching.
He's 81.
There you go. I knew he was older than me. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's gonna be funny. I love Bruce Dern. My favorite.
That's why I thought
My
you'd be into
favorite
it.
Bruce Dern role of all times was in The Burbs. Did you ever see The Burbs with Tom Hanks?
I mean, years
Plays
ago.
like the former military
yeah,
neighbor.
yeah.
He's amazing in it. Yeah, Bruce Dern's great.
Can you check?
He's
to
actually
see
a funny
if
guy.
Bruce
He'll be
Dern
good.
was in a movie called Easy Rider with Peter Fonda.
Well, I know Easy Rider. I'm pretty sure.
And I don't know why, but I could be wrong, but
I feel like she's going to be right.
Bruce Dern was not in the movie Easy
right.
Rider, but he was involved in the development of the film.
That's so weird.
That is weird.
Why did you have any tie to that?
Is this
I
like
don't-
a
I never
Mandela
saw
effect?
Easy Rider.
oh, it was so good.
Really?
Great
Yes.
movie.
You
Yes.
saw it?
Yeah, it's a classic.
Great movie. It was a classic.
What
It is a classic.
Give me
now.
the log line. A man rides a motorcycle.
Well, no, it's like
Dennis Hopper,
Dennis Hopper. That's okay.
okay.
There you
Well,
go. Bruce Dern, Dennis
Peter
Hopper.
Fonda, Dennis Hopper.
They were both in the same genre, same age, same.
I did get a
time
comment from somebody that said they love how like knowledgeable you are, but this didn't prove that. So
But his name was attached
I'm
to
kidding.
it.
I know it's
I
wild.
knew he was somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'm so proud.
I don't
of you.
even know what year was that. 75.
Oh no, it was before
Long. That's what. Oh, Daddy and I saw all those
was,
movies. That's when we went to
69.
the movie theater.
69, the year of Woodstock.
69, the year of Woodstock. That's why it was a big deal. Right.
Wow.
Right.
So my new thing is like before we get into the Korean moment is to always drop some K news. Don't say anything, Felicia. Did you know that Apple TV has ordered a show called K-Popped, a K-pop competition series starting.
It's on now.
It's on now?
Yeah.
With Megan Thee Stallion and Psy? Executive produced by Lionel Richie?
Now,
Who is Psy? He's not
Gangnam Style.
He's
Gangnam
not.
Style.
Oh.
Get it together.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's on now?
Because I thought I saw something on Apple TV that said, K-poppy, blah, blah, blah.
There's
blah.
probably something else.
Maybe.
And you were just about to tell me you don't have any Korean news this week. You have to give something because people are literally listening for you.
I know. But
come on. Is it because
We
you did
just changed the genre on Apple Podcasts to Korean, so got to follow through.
Wait,
right.
Oh,
right.
Mom, is it because you babysat and none of the TVs where you babysat had Vicky?
No, they don't have Vicky.
I know
obviously.
that.
But so therefore, I had to go on their.
You can watch
Netflix.
their Netflix and there's Korean stuff on all
I know,
of it.
but I did. But I watch old stuff because there's nothing new right as of today. There's nothing new.
What about that Love Scout?
That's on Vicky, and that will be out. The next episode that's dropped, I think, should be out Saturday.
Okay.
So I watched last week's, but Netflix, I don't know why, everything that's coming out now on Netflix seems to be, and you're not going to, Japanese. Now, that's not, oh no, I mean, it's the whole, but I got so used to Korean that, and I like Japanese also. I do like their, they call it J-drama. There's J-drama, K-drama, and C-drama.
Okay.
Chinese.
Okay.
The Chinese I can't do because their episodes are usually 50, 60. I can't invest 50 to 60 episodes. I can't.
Well, maybe I could give some fun Korea chatter today.
Better, because we're going to have a lot of disappointed Koreans if we don't.
I'm really sorry. Yeah, I think a lot of new stuff will be coming out this weekend.
Really?
Yes.
So I was in San Francisco, and sometimes I talk about how my camera guy, V, is now engaged to a Korean woman.
Right.
V is Vietnamese, and he was in Korea
And
to propose.
Met the fam.
He gifted me, I was so excited, with a Korean face mask with the collagen, the
Right.
one that you put on, it's hard, you sleep with it, and it's transparent, and then you.
Which is the new thing.
Yes. And
They've shown a million of it.
Yes.
Different companies.
Okay.
And
So that's a mask. I've actually done them before.
okay.
Lindsay, name that can't be mentioned, gave me one. This one, though, is right from Korea. Then he gave me something, and it said in English, what
it's
the
for.
brand. And it's
Right.
funny, it's the Korean mask that apparently Paige DeSparrow just spoke about on her podcast, Pages from Summer House. And she says she can never sleep in it, but I will do it. And he was like, you should do it when you land, because it's
Very
my face.
disorienting, by the way, waking up next to somebody and they have this
with a
elaborate
clear face on
it's
that looks crazy.
like Silence of the Lambs.
Right. Exactly.
So the other product, I just found it. I'm so excited. He brought me was called Riedel Shot 100. And I'm showing Felicia a picture of it. It's all in Korean. The instructions are all Korean. And it's kind of like a big tube, let's call it. And he said it's going to tingle a little. He uses all these products as well.
I wish you would have brought some to me.
Well, Mom, we could share it maybe.
Can't.
So what you can sleep over more. So it's supposed to, make your face amazing. And it's something he mentioned microneedling about it. Like it's like microneedling, but it's not. So, side note, I put it in my suitcase. If you know me, I have a toiletry bag that takes up half my suitcase, and I'm very strict about my travel toiletries. Like it's all sample sizes. I have a shit ton of stuff from Peach and Lily. I have a clearance samples. I have all my skincare, smaller size. So I thought to myself, this is a little bigger. I'm going to pack it with the clothes, okay? And I hide it. Casey, I didn't tell you this. I go through security and my suitcase gets flagged. And I'm like, oh my God, my suitcase never gets flagged. They're going to fucking take this away. And I'm going to cry because it's from Korea.
Right.
And I just got
And
it.
how
and I
often
have,
can you
and,
get
I,
that?
and I haven't used it.
Right.
So the guy goes, I see like an Ariel can. And I know it's
Aerosol.
He goes, let me check your toiletries. I was like, yeah, look at my toiletry bag. Totally look in the toiletry bag. He's going through it. I go, it must be that shaving cream. It's got to be the shaving cream. And he's like, and he takes out the shaving cream. He's like, let me confirm the size. I was like, look at it. It's a travel size. And I was about to, just take it. I wanted him to avoid going to the other side of the suitcase into the clothes. And it fucking worked. He searched. He goes, oh, yeah, maybe it's, I go, oh, it's the dry shampoo, travel size dry shampoo. He's like, okay, yeah, okay. I got through.
Lucky you.
So
that would have been really upsetting.
So happy.
Not easy to get.
So happy. So thank you, V. That's a shout out. So that was our Korean moment. Let's go into uncircumcised gems. Felicia, I begged for you to watch Kinda Pregnant with Amy Schumer on Netflix because what a great plane movie for me on the way to California. I thought Felicia's like closing her mouth, closed eyes.
So shitty.
Okay.
So shitty.
I thought it was much better than You're Cordially Invited with Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell.
I didn't even watch that but just by reading about it was shitty.
This movie.
I couldn't even read the blurb about what it was about. Not the Kind of Pregnant, the other one with Reese. Once I read the blurb on it, I went, oh, this is pure shit.
With Reese or Kind of Pregnant?
No, Kind of Pregnant. I gave it a shot this morning. I got it very
Did you
early.
watch it? It was.
I did.
Look, an hour and a half. Perfect TRT.
No, I did, but.
Okay, let's discuss. Well,
I know first of all, can I just say something?
Sure.
It's an Adam Sandler, it's one of the production companies.
Yep.
In that movie was.
Who did we spot?
His daughter.
Yep.
His wife.
Yep. Yoga teacher.
And.
His wife played the yoga teacher guy.
Right. His wife played the yoga, who has the same identical face as the daughter.
Yep.
And she was on for,
Did you spot who played his daughter's mom on the subway?
No.
Laura Berlanti. Famous actress, Broadway.
You know what? All right. I know who she is, but I didn't.
Who else did you spot? Who played the woman who was doing like the class where they like yell? Molly Sims.
Oh, yes.
And
yes,
she's
Molly
a producer.
Sims. Right. Yes, I saw
Let
her
me
name.
tell you the story.
I saw her name was on the producing.
Molly
credits.
Sims had a friend who was like, our kid's teacher wrote a really funny script. You have to read the script. This was 4 years ago. And she read the script. She thought it was really funny. And who did she hand it to, Molly Sims? Her husband. Because her husband's a producer. And then they got Schumer and they teamed up and they worked on the script together.
I just.
It was funny. I thought it was funny. I'll tell you who
I like Bill Hader's character.
Bill Hader. Oh,
he was really good. He was a really.
Bill Hader's not in the movie.
No, wait.
It's Will Forte.
Will Forte.
Yeah, same thing.
I love when you mess up actors.
It was Bill Hader.
It's not Bill Hader.
All right, it's Will Forte.
But
You're right.
By the way,
you're right. You're
Casey,
Both funny guys.
Will Forte never plays like a romantic lead. And I thought he was really sweet.
I thought he was very sweet.
I thought he was
also.
really sweet. I recommend this movie. It was fun. I laughed out loud.
And somebody else from Saturday Night Live played the ditzy girl who was like, her husband was also on Saturday Night Live. I'm sure.
Yes. The guy, oh God.
I know.
He's not in it. He's not on SNL anymore.
No, he's not.
I liked him. It's
okay.
But he was funny. He had he had a mullet.
He had a mullet.
They did the gender reveal.
Well, yeah.
He was funny. Okay, there's a New Zealand actress who was basically like Rebel Wilson.
Absolutely.
She was the Rebel Wilson when Rebel Wilson had weight.
Yes. Now she had, but I obviously didn't know who
she's kind of new. She's a comedian.
Okay.
She was very, very funny, but I was literally like, this is the Rebel Wilson character.
She was annoying.
She was annoying. I mean, it was a little like
over the top.
A little like trying too hard. And the only thing I didn't love is like all the times that like Amy Schumer like fell. Like I don't like when the comedians do that because it's like so ridiculous. But in general, I thought this was a fun watch.
I thought it was a stupid watch.
Okay, I thought You're Cordially Invited was more of a stupid watch.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that because I didn't even watch it.
But if you have nothing to do,
nothing, literally nothing.
If it snows this coming weekend,
which tomorrow
is it supposed to snow tomorrow?
That's what they say.
I texted Casey
5 to 7 inches. I heard.
I said, Casey, please pick up salt, and you did. Thank you, Casey.
Wait,
is it pet safe, Casey?
Ish.
Will it start after you get home?
Fucking clue.
I mean, I'll be home.
I'm coming to play with you tomorrow. Okay. Next film I did watch because I am trying to watch all the movies that are nominated for an Oscar. I watched Conclave on the plane.
And what did you think?
Okay. Conclave, by the way, in case you should listen to this because it's about the Catholic Church.
Right.
I'm not Catholic. What are you talking about?
But I feel like you should listen because you probably know more than I do about the Catholic Church. Did you know what a conclave?
Why?
Did you know what a conclave was?
I know what it even.
Wait, did you know, Casey? Don't look it up.
I'm not. I was like checking my email, but okay.
Do you know what conclave is? I didn't know. I didn't know that when a pope dies,
yes, they
all the
meet
cardinals
and
vote.
to vote.
I didn't know this.
That's called
Okay,
a conclave.
I didn't know that was what it was called, but I remember
even
that.
I knew
when
that. Which
I
is
didn't
the
shocking
smoke
for
comes
me.
out of the.
I learned something new.
Okay.
Smoke comes out of that chimney when they've figured it out.
You know, we learned that everyone's corrupt. Everyone's corrupt.
Everybody.
But it's funny seeing like Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow, and Ralph.
It's a great cast.
What a cast. But these are people that are so known. So you got to be a real good actor. So I'm not looking at Stanley Tucci and I'm looking at the cardinal that he's playing. And I do believe that that's what they accomplished. The movie, like
Isn't it a
Lithgow would
whodunit?
probably
It's
play
a
a great
bit of a
cardinal.
mystery, or
No,
no?
like 70%
I mean,
in.
it's all about
They're voting. They're voting. Who's going to be the next pope?
Instead of politics, it's
Yeah, but who's going to be and like
right.
who's corrupting?
Right.
I want more votes. And the whole time I'm thinking this is so predictable, but twist. It ends. I'm not spoiling it. It ended, and I was like, oh, okay, wow, didn't expect that. I think it's worth a watch. It was about 2 hours. It's not going to win.
It took them 2 hours to decide who the new pope is.
Yeah. Well, by
Is
the
this
way,
like 24 where it's in real time.
no. Can I tell you something? They go if the majority, if they don't have majority of votes, they vote again. They vote again.
Takes a while.
and they're sequestered, like they're in fucking
Yeah,
jury duty.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they vote and they vote and they vote, and it could take
a
weeks.
long time. Yeah.
Stanley Tucci's like, yo, Ralph, we gotta, come together so we're not here
Cardinal
longer.
Ralph.
I liked it. I don't think it will win, but I get why it was nominated. I really thought Amelia Perez was going to sweep the Oscars like it swept all these award shows, but all the press that it's now getting, and that what's going on with the main transgender actress. Old tweets got dug up, and literally Netflix took her off of the Oscar race.
What are the old
Just
tweets?
like is Islamophobic tweets, racist tweets. Like it's not
that
good.
she tweeted
Yeah,
herself
years ago.
Okay. And
She's
told
apologized,
You,
I
I told
believe.
you I saw her on Jimmy Fallon.
Yes. Well, now she's not doing any press.
Obviously.
And it's a big weekend prepping for the Oscars. Nothing. I think Zoe Saldana will still nail it for Best Actress.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
But now I think the race is going to be tight because the voting is still going on for the Oscars.
Right.
Like, apparently I don't even know why I know this. The last time that the Academy votes, I believe, is the 11th of February.
Which is
So all these luncheons and all this press that they're doing, she's no longer involved.
Right. Wow.
So I still need to watch Nickel Boys and I need to watch The Brutalist. Now The Brutalist, I believe, is like 3 hours, and I'm concerned about that.
3 hours.
But I hear it's good. And I don't know if anyone's seen Nickel Boys, but I believe I've seen every other film. I think you may enjoy Conclave. I think
Really?
it's on Peacock. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I kind of had no interest
I did.
because I all right. In all fairness, I know nothing about that part of.
Nor do I, Mom.
Nothing.
We are as Jewish as it gets.
No, we are Jewish. But however, it looked like I would be bored to
So
tears.
I'm going to be honest.
Yes.
How did Lithgow's performance compare to Harry and the Hendersons?
Just so similar. So similar.
Can't you see we don't want you here anymore? It's a passionate role.
That is so funny that you brought that up.
I was comparing him more to his role in The Crown, where he played Prime Minister, season 1. Right, Ma?
John Lithgow, I think is. I just read.
Are we going for his age, too?
80s.
Google his
I don't
age.
know why I'm fascinated by all
Of
these.
course you are, because you're, like, older.
And I want to
I
see.
get it
are they
because in our
older than
minds,
me,
in
or
my
are we
mind,
just-
he's 40, but then I'm sure.
And then we're like, oh, we're
that was
40.
the 80s, right?
Yeah, no, he's 80.
I will say this. I was watching it. Did I pause it because it was 9 o'clock in New York time while I was on the plane and there was live.
You guys want to guess Lithgow's age?
79.
88.
79.
Wow, I'm so fucking good.
Okay.
I'm good at guessing
And I-
budgets.
and I read that
I'm
during
good at
the
guessing
week.
costs. I would be great
Right.
on Prices Right. Wait. So I'm watching it and I'm looking at the timing. There's the live TV option
Right,
on the
right,
flight.
right.
And I'm like, oh my God, I could watch Bravo right now and watch in real time Southern Charm. All right, I'm going to pause Conclave, watch Southern Charm, go back to Conclave. It was great. It was a great move on my part.
Okay.
Which brings me to Bravo. There's a lot of Bravo news this week. Lindsay Hubbard from Summer House, who had the one who wrote me back when I said that she was promoting her pregnancy just for money purposes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
as she should, because now she's apparently a single mom. Apparently there's a rumor that she and her boyfriend broke up.
Okay.
They just had a baby. So I'm very curious what the news is that comes out. Now, Summer House is coming out next week. I cannot wait. But I think it's going to be very different because we have Lindsay Hubbard, who's pregnant, who's dating her boyfriend, who now they're broken up. Paige and Craig. Mom, she's making faces.
I know, but this is such.
I know for
People
you,
are
but I
so
have people.
unimportant.
But I've got people listening that like Bravo, Mom.
Still okay.
Mom.
All right.
Paige and Craig are now broken up. So I'm just curious what's going to happen. And on Southern Charm, we just learned that Madison is pregnant, and I'm very excited for her because I like her new husband, who doesn't really do the show. He's not drama.
Right.
And he married her, and she already had a child. I respect a man who's like, I'll take this kid on.
Is that the redhead? Was she
No.
a redhead?
Oh my gosh, she ain't on the show anymore.
Okay.
Woo!
They come and go.
Oh, she hasn't been on the show in years. That
Right.
she was cray.
Right.
And they did a mid-season trailer drop and they picked up the cameras since the breakup. Now, there were a lot of reunions that were on. You had a New York reunion, on the Salt Lake City reunion. Salt Lake City, hands down. I might call it the best franchise on right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you've been saying that. You said that.
It's really fucking good. Great reunion. Mary might be my new favorite housewife this season. She's great, and she made Andy Cohen give her compliments, which was like really funny. New York reunion, and the news right after that reunion dropped was Rebecca Minkoff basically got let go and will not be returning. Bravo to Bravo. We don't need her. What a waste of fucking space. And I hate to say anything cruel and mean, but she's a Scientologist and she's Jewish, and the women were like, "Look at your face. You're very like, oh, really? How can you be both?"
And
right? Because they're claiming Scientology is a religion. It's a religion because of all the fucking money and the tax write-offs and all that shit, right?
God.
But she wouldn't really talk about it.
Because she can't.
And they were like, "You're on a reality show.
And
why are you on the show?"
Then she should.
And she was
which
like,
is why
"Because
she's not any longer.
my brand fell 70% since COVID, and she thought she'd make a name for herself."
Yeah. Scientology's up your ass, and they are not letting you do any negative stuff. By the way,
I know
none. Let's talk about our favorite show, Paradise.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought it up. Oh,
that
my
truly,
God.
They've been on every talk show the past, push, as they should.
By the way, the woman, I think her name is Jane. I don't want to spoil this. This show is so fucking good. And this past episode was so
good.
Crazy.
So good. It's my favorite.
The actress that plays Jane, one who who's dating the Secret Service agent where they were playing.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know her. I've
her.
noticed recently, and I'm dropping this name because I love him, in case he knows that I would like him to be my hall pass. Justin Theroux, I think, is dating her.
Wow.
Because he's been posting her press and photos of her with hearts.
He
okay?
looks much older than her, but that's irrelevant.
I love Justin Theroux.
Well, no, that's
What's
not
his
the
age?
issue.
I'm going to say, I think he's 49 or,
I think
51. He's so good looking.
he is. He's adorable.
Casey.
He's adorbs.
So what can we say about Paradise other than if
than
you're not
53.
watching?
We cannot tell you anything.
No, because this
It
is
is
too
so
good. I
good.
told Dr. Emily, there's two amazing shows on right now. Severance is the best, smartest, most brilliant show on right now. If you can't handle it because it's too smart, Paradise is the next best show.
Has she tried?
I don't know.
Dumb Severance.
It's not Severance at all. It's just fucking fantastic. It's just, I know that my friends, and I know who would like Severance, and I know who would like Paradise. And I know who could do both. So, yeah, Paradise is the show of the season. It's so good.
It really is.
And something so big happens that is unexpected. And
stuff keeps happening that is a lot of unexpected.
yeah,
I mean, I love it.
you love it. I'm
I
so
really
happy.
because there's not much stuff out there that I love.
And you watched this while you were babysitting in my house. Did I make it easy for you? I put it.
Yes,
I
yes,
got
yes,
it ready to
yes,
go.
yes.
because
yes.
Hulu was dropped.
Right.
I had a Hulu another way. I said, "Fel, this
It's
is
all set
important."
up.
I texted her this. OMG, Paradise, thinking she had watched it already, and you hadn't.
No, I hadn't. Which I was, yeah,
It's
it was
so
great. It was really
so
good.
I know. There's certain things I'll spoil, but you can't spoil
You
Paradise.
can't spoil. No, you can't.
All right, so
You
we
can't.
respect all you too much, right?
You've got to watch.
Okay.
You've got to. I've been talking about it with my friends also, but I don't know.
Are they watching?
Nobody that I know. Because
What? Karen has got to be watching Paradise.
No, but Karen does not. Where she is in Florida,
can't. Karen
she does not have Hulu.
Does Ellen watch it?
Ellen is not. Ellen and David are not TV watchers. They're just not like
Who are
I
you
am. They have Netflix, and I keep yelling at them, "Get the shit from your kids." Let them
Like
set
you
you
do.
up.
Yeah,
Right?
we really set you up.
Yeah. And they just, not everybody watches.
I know.
like we
I
do.
I know. It's amazing.
And my friend Ellen is in Barbados now. I think it's Barbados.
Well, is she listening from Barbados?
I don't know, but I
Good
miss
for her.
But I miss her.
You miss her?
Yes, I do.
Well, tonight Lennon is sleeping at your place, so
Right.
you could really, he could fill in the hole for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what movie I watched with Lennon this past week that I had never seen? Daddy Daycare, because listener
Right.
Sam suggested it.
And that's Eddie Murphy.
And Jeff Garlin.
Right.
They were funny.
It was funny?
It was cute. It was funny. It was cute.
Cute.
If you have a kid, throw it on for them.
Yeah, cute for Lennon. Yeah.
Cute. And Regina King.
Hall. Regina Hall.
Regina Hall, the one from Jerry Maguire, who plays Cuba Gooding Jr.'s wife and Jerry Maguire? Is that Regina Hall, Regina King?
You know what else Lennon binged this week?
Shrek. 1,
He
2,
did
and 3.
all 3 Shreks. Speaking of Eddie Murphy,
Yeah. He said he had never done Shrek before.
it blew my mind. How have you? I mean, I guess I had never done it either, but
Did you watch it with him?
I watched a lot of it with
Shrek
him.
is very enjoyable.
Did he like
was
it?
Very enjoyable. A lot of Smash Mouth.
Yes, a lot of Smash.
It is very enjoyable, though.
He liked it,
lot
Kay?
of the band The Eels, which is one of my favorite bands. I was really impressed with the music and you know the potty humor was funny.
Is he finished?
I think he finished the.
I'm trying to think what you could watch with him tonight. That's not something that he's already seen before. I really like discovering new movies with him. It's a lot.
I
of
know,
fun.
but he has watched a lot.
But there's.
He's been asking me. He's like, "What do I need to watch?" And I'm
Oh,
like,
I
"Really?"
love that.
But then I suggest things to him,
And he's
he
like,
goes,
no.
"Meh."
Like, what are you suggesting?
Well, I will say he did do like within the last couple of months when he's presented me this opportunity. I got him to do The Great Outdoors with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. So enjoyable, still
Yes.
holds up because a lot of old comedies don't hold up
Yeah.
anymore.
and they're great. And I always also recommend those.
It's
for
so
the kids,
good.
for our grant. You know, for
Yeah,
our kids.
and he did
Right.
Spaceballs with me, which was
Wow.
so enjoyable.
That's a funny. Okay,
Yeah, so he's open, but you got to catch him when he's like willing.
right.
right.
So if you got any ideas tonight, Felicia, I feel like you could really push some stuff. He's open to.
Can we
some
show
old,
him-
old favorites?
Can we show him Rent?
No.
I'm kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Okay.
Maybe he'd watch Hamilton. Maybe.
know.
He's
I don't
very into musicals. Mom, he's
I know.
into musicals.
I know. Well,
Oh, I know the movie you should show him tonight. Newsies.
where-
Newsies.
where-
Disney
where-
Plus.
Oh, it's on Disney. Okay.
I think he would like Newsies. See.
I
I've
like
never seen
Newsies.
it.
Is there anything
Isn't
else?
that Vinny from
Yeah.
Doogie Howser?
Yeah, I think he's in it. Yeah, great movie. Did you watch anything else this week?
Oh, I watched The Recruit.
You did.
I did.
Are you up to date?
I am up to date.
Is it good?
It's- Let me tell you why I watched it.
Is okay. Wait,
First of all, there's
I've-
2 seasons.
I'm confused. Wait, The Recruit and then there's Night Agent.
Totally.
Are they both
different.
on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay.
Different but the same. Different but kind of the same.
Is The
spy,
Recruit
CIA
the one with the actor who played J.D. Vance and Hillbilly Elegy, or no?
that I don't?
Or is he the guy that's in The Night Agent? Who's in The Recruit? Anybody fame? Do you know?
Not that I.
Is it on Netflix?
Yes.
Is it good?
Well, can I tell you
Yes.
why I decided? I did not watch. Now there's 2 seasons. I
Okay.
did not. First of all,
Oh, here we go. Did you start with season 2?
yes.
Fuck, Mom.
Didn't matter. It did not matter.
Christ.
It didn't matter. Let me tell you why. You ready?
Yeah.
Took place in Korea.
So now we're gonna have a bunch of angry Koreans, and we're gonna have a bunch of angry.
I loved it.
Is it
media
Oh
purists.
yeah, Spy meets Soul.
There you go. Soul, not soul.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that only season 2?
Pissing
How do you know it's
everybody
not in Korea season 1?
I know it's not.
Wow.
They were in Budapest and Poland and Germany.
Oh,
Whatever.
I see.
It
I'm
is-
watching the trailer.
Right. It is somewhat international in the
Oh.
sense that they're in Korea. They go back and forth between. I mean, it's like, what are they taking?
So is it good? Oh, did you watch it? Wait, how many episodes are there?
6.
Did you watch them all?
Yes. Yes.
And you don't want to go back and watch season 1?
Yeah. Because the guy, now, his character, I don't mean him personally, his character is like a fuck up, but somehow he gets it done. Whatever he has, I mean, he's like,
Why is he a fuck up?
because he's like a lawyer and he comes in and they throw him into the shit and he's like, and he's a charmer and he gets out of whatever, he somehow gets away with it. It's obviously crazy. Night Agent, I watched also season 1 and season 2.
Wait, what?
I
You
did
watched
not-
Night Agent?
I watched the beginning of Night Agent when season 1 didn't like it.
And then you were like, let me
And
try
then
season
I said,
2?
let's try season 2. And I only watched a half of an episode.
Wow, that's with the actor from
And he's adorable.
Hillbilly. Yeah.
I guess because I didn't finish up with season 1, I was a little going, I should have watched season 1 to really know what
So
was
would you
going on.
watch season 1?
I
Would you
don't
go
know.
back?
I don't know, maybe. I'll see.
Do you recommend watching The Recruit?
I mean, if you enjoy that type of thing, it's quick.
Paradise is better.
Oh, nothing beats Paradise. You know, it's like
Wow, I love
Paradise.
when Felicia puts her
Paradise-
stamp of approval on
Paradise
something.
is my new diplomat.
Yeah.
You know, those are the 2 that I really love.
Right. Which I love because I like that like you're giving time to something that's not Korean.
Right.
That's important.
Which is hard for me, but
I know.
I do it.
Wow, Fel. I'm impressed.
Are you gonna give a few minutes to Severance?
Okay, let's talk Severance. Let's do it. Let's
Not
do it.
me, but you.
Not Felicia. Oh, and Traitors. Felicia walked in while we were watching Traitors.
Right.
Traitors.
Literally the only two shows we watched together.
I think Casey, believe that with your schedule now and my schedule now, 2 shows together is amazing. Every couple should have at least a show together, let alone 2. Right? Shouldn't we be proud of that now? I didn't watch the Traitors last
Frame
night.
it however you want.
We watched the Traitors. What do you think? I thought it was spoiler.
Are we gonna spoil it?
No, but the spoiler is that whatever happens needed to happen.
It needed to happen.
And Tom Sandoval finally took a turn.
He's been wrong the entire season. Tom Sandoval finally
Stepped
did something
up.
right, and it's going to go to his head because now he's going to.
Yeah, it is going to go to his head. But I hate to say this, I'm kind of enjoying Tom Sandoval.
Fuck it. Let's spoil it.
Really?
Yeah. If you didn't watch, you don't want to know what's going to happen. Skip ahead. They finally got out Boston Rob. It needed to happen. I understand he was playing the game the way it was meant to be played. He's being deceitful. He was redirecting people's
and he does
accusations.
he does it all with a straight face.
Yeah, Felicia walked in watching it.
I was like, he's still there.
He's good at the game.
He is good at the game.
But
Thank God he got out.
It was just nothing about him made you root for him. That's why I loved Derek, by the way. Spoiler. They got Derek out.
Bummed that he's out.
But that's why I liked Derek in Big Brother was like he was able to manipulate, but do it in a puppet master kind of way where like it didn't feel as deceitful. But yeah, no, I'll be honest, I didn't watch Survivor, so Boston. This was my first.
Was he on season?
You never watched Survivor?
Well, I did here and there, but that was my first real experience
I don't know. He wasn't
with
on
Boston
season
Rob.
1.
He was not on season 1. He was
With Richard Hatch.
With what?
He wasn't with Richard Hatch.
No, he
Dick
was
Hatch?
not. No. Whatever happened to Richard
Oh,
Hatch?
he was on some celebrity show.
Well, anyway, that was enjoyable.
I gotta say, I just wasn't impressed with.
Boston Rob. Yeah.
That don't impress me much.
I kind of think he proved how good he is. I kind of was impressed. He did the dirty work. I feel like so many people kind of like in Big Brother, what do we call it? Floaters? What do we call them?
They're floaters.
Floaters who don't do a fucking thing. Like
floaters
Britney
are
Spears'
targets.
ex-husband, Sam, who's doing nothing.
That's the difference is floaters are targets in this game because they're easy kills.
Right.
It won't draw suspicion to the traitors. So that's the difference. Like floaters are non-threatening in Big Brother,
Like
but in
Gabby.
traitors, those are easy targets.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that part of
So now the question is, it ends with a preview of Tom Sandoval being shocked. I think they're going to make Sandoval a traitor.
it'd be perfect if they did. The producer should because
I do think
he
they
was
need
the
to make
one
him.
that got
Yes.
the traitor out. So it would be a complete curveball if he was suddenly a traitor recruit.
But you're saying Alan Cummings said there's a murder happening? I don't recall.
They lined up all 6 people that weren't protected, and they said it's going to be a face-to-face
Not a real murder for those who are not watching.
Right, they're not literally murdering Tom Sandoval, although there would probably be people that would
we
watch
don't.
that. That would be more of a pay-per-view situation.
Felicia did enjoy the wardrobe. And listener
That's my
Stephanie
least favorite part of the show
did
is
send me
is
the Instagram
theatrics.
to Alan Cummings, stylist, who apparently went to University of Michigan.
Right. But I do, they really do dress him up.
And they dressed everybody up on that
Yes,
last
yes,
episode. I
yes,
liked
yeah,
it. I know that's your
yeah.
least favorite. So who do you think you think there's going to be a new traitor, Sandoval, and who do you think is going to get murdered?
That's a good question. I didn't love the choices based on who had protection and who didn't, because they're all.
We
just
could lose
kind of-
Trishelle. I don't give a shit about her on this.
There's just a lot of like meh that they could
Yeah.
trim the fat. That's what I would hope is that they would just kind of take out the least interesting people. But yeah, and then Severance, incredible. It hasn't been a bad episode this entire season.
This episode, I watched it on the plane. I'm watching it. And I'm like, my eyes were like maybe closing a little. I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to stay up. I'm going to stay up.
Stylistically, it was visually
It's
incredible.
set. It's set in a new. They're outside for the first time. They're in a
Another spoiler.
snowy forest. And the best is if you're watching Severance, fast forward through the credits because they do like a first look after and they interview like Stiller
Right.
and the actors. And I love that insight where they talk about it, plus the podcast that Ben Stiller does with Adam Scott. But what do you think? The 75% through this episode, you're like, oh, maybe this is boring. And then boom, something
This is
so
gonna contain
big
spoilers.
happens.
Yeah.
Do we know how many episodes there are?
No, you keep asking that.
Because I don't know whether to get invested. If it's like,
Mom,
it's
I
so
don't
worth
think
the
you're going
watch.
to. You think Felicia could do this, Casey?
But she'd have to. She can't just fast
No.
forward to season 2.
This
You have
is-
to
I
know.
got to start with one.
Yes,
But
Mom.
it's so good. It's so worth it.
You
If
have
love
to.
sci-fi.
I love that. Yeah,
Mom,
you know
it's going to be 10 episodes.
Okay.
Mom,
And
I
they're
don't
an
even,
hour, and they're
yeah, I don't even, and it doesn't, you're not sitting there, like, you watch it, like, this
The thing I love about this season is you're getting answers.
This is
They're
the
not
only
just
show,
stringing you along.
The only show, I will literally watch that episode again.
I would watch it again.
I would 1,000% watch it again because you're seeing, it's one of these things where like once you know something, then you could rewatch it. Like this is an episode where you could do a rewatch because you learned something at the end. You're going to rewatch it. I'm going to put this out, Felicia. This is a big statement. I'm worried if you watch Severance, you're going to ruin it for America because you will either do some fast forwarding, you're going to skip ahead. Like
I worry if she watches Severance that she's going to not watch other things this week because she's going to get into it.
You think she'll get into it?
If I get into
I don't know if she'll understand it.
Then I'll never leave the house.
I don't know if she'll understand it. Like I had to watch
She's got
episode 1
14
a few
episodes to watch.
I had to watch episode 1 a few times.
Maybe I did watch episode 1.
It's confusing.
And maybe I went.
It was 3 years ago.
Right. And maybe I said to myself, I can't.
And
I
a
don't
lot of
understand what's
people
going
did
on.
do this. And I
Right.
told all these people, watch it again. Because I gave it up. And then Casey's like, dude, I did this whole season. I'm going to rewatch it with you right now. And I'm
I
so
watched season 1 3 times.
I'm so hooked because you're asking so many questions and you're thinking like, what are these writers thinking? Like just the production value.
They're not making you wait too long for answers.
Agree.
Though.
Oh my God. Last night's episode was like, holy shit. I thought they were going to, take this through the whole season and they didn't.
The hook that happened last night could have been something they could have
Totally.
pushed. Okay, this was another thing I heard in the podcast. Remember how quickly they reintegrated him last week?
Who?
Marquez.
Yeah.
So like how like it was just like a quick like 2-minute sequence or maybe even less. They talked about how we could have drawn that out, but we want to get to the meat of the story.
Yeah, it's so
like
good.
they could have shown the whole reintegration thing, but no, they're really doing a great job. It's again, I said this last week, but it's not like Lost where they're just stringing it along with more questions.
Would you give it a try?
I don't know. I mean,
I would love to watch it as a binge. Like,
What
she
if
would be
you download it and watch it on the plane to Paris? How many hours is that flight?
it's only 7.
Okay, great. You get through
half
7.
the series right there.
I would have to obviously.
We can
bring
think
you
about it.
by- Yeah.
I'll be at your house tomorrow.
Right.
So big weekend, Felicia. Let's get into some Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Will you be watching? I know you don't give a shit about the Super Bowl, but will you be watching the halftime performance?
And who is performing?
Exactly.
Who is performing?
Kendrick Lamar. I feel like this is really for not our generation. I will say, apparently, the middle school boys on the block like him. And I just feel like the NFL has failed people. I don't know. I just
think
feel
the
like they
commercials are going to be a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, but by the way, they've been dropping the commercials.
Yes,
have you seen the Dunkin' Donuts commercial with Ben Affleck and Jeremy Strong?
Yes,
it's
actually,
fucking
yeah.
amazing.
The commercials are the best.
I agree.
And I
So
know
will you be
eventually
watching it for the commercials?
I can't.
Do you?
If they made just commercial shows,
Yeah.
I would watch it. But
I'm blown away that they got Jeremy Strong to do that, and he fully made fun of himself.
again, if they throw enough money at you, you will do any of that, and that is a very well-known vehicle. I mean,
Yeah.
are you kidding?
You're right, Felicia.
It's those commercials cost
I know,
some
Mom.
incredible price per minute. So why not?
All right, so February 12th, we got Summer House. February 13th, Mom, will you do the new Bridget Jones movie that's going to be on Peacock? We discussed the trailer. We watched it. Colin Firth is in it. You're going to watch it. Then February 13th, there's a new movie with Scott Foley on Netflix called La Dolce Vita, like a romantic, okay? And then February 14th on Valentine's Day, we've got Love is Blind new season, which I'm sure I'll be watching, and they're dropping Waitress the Musical on Max, which I heard was amazing, and I'll probably do that. So there's a big week coming up, and you are here next week, so we'll schedule you.
Right.
Don't worry, you're not leaving for Patty yet.
Not
Okay?
Right.
So
We're
thanks.
also taking applications for Felicia's substitute. So
Yeah.
submit your demo tapes and
IRL.
reels.
Jordan asked if he could remote in, but it makes Casey edit, really. It just...
Too difficult?
It's
Where's
hard.
he going to be? Oh,
He's in Denver with his BF, Seth. So
I would do it
Well,
for
I'm
Jordan.
happy for him.
you would do it for Jordan?
I would do it for Jordan.
Okay. Bye, Felicia. Love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for babysitting Lennon tonight.
Bye, Marnie.
We love
Bye,
you so
Casey.
much. You guys share like love. Please share with your friends. You guys, This has been.
It's been.
And Mom, I've now. Sorry, really quick. I'm like kind of digressing. I've now accepted the fact that like we're doing this, and now I'm not making it so hard on myself. And maybe because I'm also working so much right now, and I'm just like, it is what it is, and we'll do what we could do.
Right.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye Felicia, bye Felicia.